What's good, y'all? It's your boy J.Brock. It's Clapitup LA. I'm right here with the homie Ease the Don.
Yes, sir.
He is an artist and songwriter out of Englewood, known for his catchy West Coast influenced melodies, fatherhood, empowerment, and feel-good music. He is the CEO of his label, Underrated Entertainment. Oh, and guess what? You can book. Be sure to tap in with them on Instagram and book a session at their Underrated Studios. And be sure to tune in to his latest single, My Life.
My Life.
How you doing today, bro?
I'm good, brother. Thank you for
good
having
to
me.
kick game with you, bro, on the real.
Appreciate
You are special talent. And you know, my word versus DJ Head ain't too much of nothing. But you know what I'm saying? When DJ Head approves of you, you already know you solidify because he's going to keep it 100 with you. So I got to ask you, bro, first of all, being a kid from Englewood, did you care about this Rams Super Bowl?
Man, I love the Super Bowl, man. The fact that the stadium is literally in the backyard, pretty much. You know what I mean? It's like Englewood. That's like Englewood's backyard.
Yeah, that's the truth.
You know, so stadiums in Englewood. We got people from all over the world.
Yeah.
Traveling to Englewood, literally from all over the world was coming through for the Super Bowl.
Facts,
you know what I mean?
Facts. You know, it was heck of traffic. It's already enough traffic in LA.
Jam-packed, man. And then the Rams pull it out, you know, and end up winning the Super Bowl, man.
Dude, and you know what?
City was lit, for sure.
And I was feeling like that halftime show was so perfect.
Yeah.
I said, the Rams, y'all got to win this game. Y'all have to, after that halftime show, y'all have to win this game.
You know?
So, one of the things I think they started talking about the Rams moving to Englewood probably like 2013, and I was like, yes, I live right here in Englewood. End up moving, ain't there no more. So, but you know what's?
I about to tell me
nah, bro, we end up moving out.
Story.
but so okay, growing up in Englewood, what side did you actually grow up on, and how did you enjoy the Englewood lifestyle?
Man, I grew up off Imperial and Crenshaw. Okay. You know what I mean? The Englewood lifestyle, it's, I loved it because it was all I knew. But, you know, looking back, it came with a lot of, it came with a lot of things, you know what I mean? So it's just from the way we had to move, you know what I mean? You just couldn't be as free as, you know what I'm saying, as normal kids would be. You know what I'm saying? But you know how it is in the inner city.
No, facts. So how did that impact your childhood?
You know, I would say my moms and pops, because I was fortunate enough to grow up with them. You know,
salute.
Yeah, you know, that's fortunate. It would just be constant game and gems they was dropping on me, like always in my ear. You know what I mean? And it was just from simple little tidbits back then, you know what I mean? And just like, even from like the type of hats you wearing and stuff like that, and where you going. So they would just always drop the gems on me. I'm like, hey, you can't be wearing this over there, or you know what I'm saying? That maybe that hat, you know, take that off. You know what I'm saying? When you're doing your thing, you know. So I feel like coming from a place like that, man, it makes you strong early. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You know,
and
your foundation and it just keep you on your toes early, because that's really what prepares you. Is preparing me for real life. You know what I'm saying? Out here, it's like you got to make sure you're on your toes in every situation.
Yeah, so and you moving correctly.
Moving correctly, bro.
That's a fact. That's a fact, bro. Now, where'd you go to high school at?
Man, I went to high school. This is a high school called City Honors.
City Honors, I heard of City Honors.
I played basketball for Morningside. Okay. Morningside High School.
So wait, you went to City Honors and was able to play basketball at Morningside?
Yeah, man, we ain't had no basketball team. Man.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So they kind of, that's tricked out. That's different. I never heard that before.
Yeah, I could either play for Englewood, play for Morningside. So
you played for Englewood too?
You know what I'm saying? I could choose. From there, we could chose to play for Englewood High School or Morningside, but I was already from that side.
Yeah, okay,
you know, the town. Like that was my Morningside is like my side of Englewood. So.
So did Morningside like have Morningside team and then your school coming? So y'all had a big basketball team then?
Yeah, well, so it really was like, I think I was the only person from my school to play on that team.
Oh, he's the guy. He's the guy. He's the special one.
You know what I'm saying? I knew everybody, whatever, because it was just all the same people that we been coming up with, you know, from the stomping grounds of Englewood. It's like it's dope when you can just kind of watch everybody grow up and turn out to be, you know, who they are and stuff like that. But yeah, man, that's how that played out.
That's okay. So if you can compare your game to somebody, who would you say that your game was like when you played basketball?
CP3 for sure.
CP3,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
CP3 for sure. You know what I'm saying? Real quick.
Yeah.
I was pass first point guard, but then you can still get them buckets when it was time to get them buckets.
Well, what, you know, okay, because, you know, being pass first, not to say that anybody is selfish, you have to be, like, unselfish to be pass first.
Exactly.
So, you know, when did you realize that, why were you pass first? What made you comfortable with being pass first?
Man, honestly, I like seeing my teammates succeed.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That was like the main thing. It was like a better feeling when I could make like a dope play, dish it off, and my teammate go ahead and make that connection, you know, make that bucket. And it's just, that's a better feeling to me.
Okay,
you know
so did you have the Steve Nash dimes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I used to get kind of crazy with it. But at the same time, like, I was real streaky. So like if I make like a few buckets, I might just start going off. You know what I'm saying? Then it's time to go just offense, go get the bucket.
Hey, that's,
you know what I'm saying?
There ain't no better
feeling
pass
than
first
though.
Yeah, ain't no better feeling than that.
Yeah.
So, at what point in your childhood did you realize that music was something that you wanted to do?
Man, I would say it probably wasn't until like high school, honestly.
Okay.
You know, I just started messing around with music. My dad saw what I was doing. He supported me. He got me a microphone. And I was making songs. It was just for fun at first, you know what I mean? And then I realized like I was pretty good at it. You know what I'm saying? Things change when you realize you're good at something. Like, oh man,
facts.
But I'm good at this, and people like, hey man, you dope. So then I started to see what other people's reaction was, and was like, maybe there's something I need to start taking a little more seriously.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So that's kind of how I played it out from that point.
Okay, got you. Now, who was the most influential artist to you in those days?
Most influential artist?
Because we all kind of, somebody makes us want to do it. You know
that's a fact. Just in general, or like around? Okay.
Or top three.
I ain't gonna say in those days, but I pull from, cause I still like the older, like generation of rappers. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I still have those elements, but then I also to drop some names, like Tupac, Jay-Z, right? But then somebody like Michael Jackson and Usher, I'm like influenced by them as well. So like I kind of like merge all of it.
Yeah, that's a combination right there.
So when you hear me, it's different because a lot of artists now, they doing this like rap scene thing, right? But they probably, like a lot of them, they probably can't really sing though. You know what I'm saying? So I'll still go with the real singing, mixed with some different type of melodic rap. You know what I'm saying? But I'll still really throw vocals in on there at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So I like to blend. I like to merge it all together.
Okay, so was it singing for you
Get crazy
first?
with it.
Was it singing for you first, or was it rapping? You had to be the shower singer, huh? For a second.
I was definitely the shower singer, man. Maybe it was singing first.
Okay.
I just remember doing it. It was all for fun, man. Writing raps, singing. But I would say like probably the first like love that I came with was singing, cause I just love the melodies, man. Everything, like if you listen to my music, you're gonna hear a lot of melodies.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and not the melodies, cause like I said, this is different too. Like sometimes you hear melodies, but the melodies don't touch you. It's melodic, but it's not hitting you.
It's not hitting you in the soul.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So my melodies, I'm always aiming for that, cause I gotta feel that usually when I'm making a record.
Facts.
So yeah, man.
Okay, understood. Now, playing basketball, then getting more serious about music. Was there a transition in where you realized like basketball was something that you had to leave in the past and go full in on music? And how was that process for you?
Yeah, basketball, definitely. Basketball is my first love. To this date, I'm still watching everything NBA. I'm still like NBA.com. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm that guy. What's going on NBA? NBA.com. I'm seeing all the updates.
Yeah.
Everything that's going on with the league. But yeah, man, it just came to a point where I realized it wasn't for me. A lot of it was like due to I had suffered some injuries and stuff like that too, and we all know
Them injuries, boy.
injuries took superstars out the game.
Facts.
You know what I'm
For
saying?
real, like it's over.
Superstars out the NBA, like they're not even the same player. So obviously, like on my level, you know, I got taken out by some injuries, but it just gave me like a different path anyway. You know what I mean? And just to focus on something else I was really good at, which is music.
Facts.
So you know, it's like a blessing, man. Yeah.
So you looked at it because my thing is, as an athlete myself playing football.
Yeah.
When football was over, I had to work. You know, when football was done, I'm done with college, working these 9 to 5s, right?
Yeah.
And I'm understanding that this don't make me happy. You feel me? I'm upset. I got to listen to you all day.
Crazy,
okay, I'm
right?
getting paid, but that's the only thing I care about.
Exactly.
You feel me? So
Yeah.
it kind of took me into a dark place of trying different things, trying to figure out what am I supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? So I had to ask you that because I feel like athletes go through that. When the game is over,
True.
what are you gonna do with your life?
Yeah.
So you figure you step right into music.
Yeah.
So basically, did you even have that dark period where it was kind of like, or was you able to just full go into it and was okay?
You know, man, I worked a lot of different jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like coming up as a man, and I'm pretty prideful. You know what I mean? So for me, it's like no handouts.
Facts.
No, I don't want any handouts. I want to be able to figure it out. You know what I mean? So I went to go figure it out. Just like you say, he's working jobs. I was working different jobs. You know, we had degrees, but the degree was hardly doing anything too. You know what I mean?
But still, we gotta clap it up for the degree.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The man got a degree.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying?
Indeed, man. So I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, just figuring out ways to just keep the money flowing.
Right.
You know, especially in this music game. You can't go too far. You ain't got no ends behind you.
That's the fact.
That's
You're
just
gonna have to
it.
pay for something.
Yeah, you
and
have to
then
pay for something.
I'll never forget E40 saying, he said in his beginning days he used to perform for free.
Yeah.
And he was like, you gotta understand, you're gonna have to do this for free for so long. Like you
Yeah.
don't think you just about to come in and make no money.
It don't work like that.
But that's how you learn that this is what you really love.
Exactly.
Because we play sports from kids to college, no money at all.
Doing that for free.
And we passionate about it,
For
love
the
it
love
every
of
day.
it. For the love of
But
it.
that's how you know that you found what you love, when you can go without making money for so long.
Indeed.
So speak on college, and where did you go?
Yeah, man. I went to UC Davis, man.
Okay,
UC Davis.
all right. UC Davis in the
Yeah,
building, all right.
UCD, Aggies.
Yeah. And how was
Yeah.
that experience for you up
Man,
there?
it was dope, man. It was definitely different, you know, coming from an urban community,
Speak on
going up there.
Speak on some of the differences for those who may not know, because you know some of us, all we know is our city, you know,
Yeah.
our blocks.
Yeah,
So speak
true.
on some of the things that you noticed when you first got there. Like, okay, I'm not used to this.
Yeah, some of the things, and let me take a step back too, because that was a great point. Because some of us are not lucky enough to experience just other areas. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? We
Facts.
think that where we come from is it. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, some people literally they never go out of like their little square radius. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
And you hear
Literally.
about that.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? They
yeah.
never even really transition to other cities like that. You know what I mean? So stepping out, going up north to Davis, it just allowed my mind to experience things I've never seen before, right? And to let me know that it was things that are bigger than life, than the kind of the way that we were taught to act. Because in the city, you know, everybody, we got to move with a purpose. It's a lot of people wearing masks, and no pun intended now, but like I'm talking about putting up fronts. You know what I'm saying? Not being able to be
That's a fact.
themselves, really. You know what I mean? In the city. So out there, I just seen people like just experiencing life in a different way. You know, picking up knowledge, picking up things from other cultures. You know what I mean? So it's like in life, there's hundreds of different cultures out here. There's a million ways to do things.
Facts.
It's not just our way.
It's a big world.
It's a big world out here. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, it just allowed me to grow more than the usual person that wouldn't have, you know, went outside the lines,
I feel
or
that.
the city lines. You know what I mean? So
I feel that.
that was a great look.
So was it a scholarship? Did you have other options?
Nah, I didn't have no scholarship. I had some grants though.
Okay.
I had some grants and some
Man, them
situations.
grants is clutch.
Grants is clutch, bro.
Them grants is clutch to the
Yeah,
world.
if y'all going to school and y'all plan on going to college, man, make sure your grades is right and do your research.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Get them
Get
grants.
to the grants.
I wasn't the grant guy. I
Yeah.
didn't. The ones I was hearing about, you had to do a whole essay for. I'm like, I'm not about to
Yeah,
do all
look.
that. no kidding. Y'all ain't
That's
gonna do
no
all
kidding, like, I
that,
ain't
bro.
messing with it.
I'm not doing that. So what was the defining moment for you in college? That, you know, because not everybody goes to college and can get a degree. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what was something that pushed you in college while you were there? Like, I'm going to finish.
Man, to be honest, what pushed me was failing that shit.
Oh, you
know
failed?
what
You
I'm saying?
failed
Like,
some classes?
I was like coming there. You know, UC Davis. That's one of them.
Yeah, that's one of the prestigious
that's one
schools.
Of them prestigious
yeah,
premier
facts.
schools,
That's
man.
damn near like a Stanford.
Like, I got in.
Yeah.
But shit, I was fucking up, and you know.
Hey,
Like-
it's a part. Hey, look,
Yeah.
it is a part. It is okay.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing about failure too. Like, okay, boom, you can fail or take a loss, right?
Yeah.
But that's really a lesson.
That's just a lesson,
So,
bro.
I mean, you finished, so you
I
learned
finished.
that.
Yeah. So the fact, sometimes failing is it depending on the type of person you are. Man. You're gonna let failure knock you out, knock you off your course, or is, you know, when you take the L, are you gonna figure out a way to overcome that? You know what I mean? So
Facts.
for me, when I failed, it was motivation. Like, oh nah, I can't go out like this. Ain't no way. You know what I'm saying? So I just had to buckle down, man. Like, I still had my fun and all that, you know, did my thing. But it was just like, all right, well, maybe I need to be ahead of things as opposed to try to catch up and keep up. And when I get something, I'm like, let me just do this shit now, because, you know what I'm saying?
Knock it out.
Just knock it out.
On me.
That's just building, you know, good tendencies anyway. Like, just for anything, like for real life, you know what I'm saying? That's how I live my life now. When I get something come my way, I handle it. I don't let it linger.
That's
I just
right.
address
Yeah.
it. You know what I'm saying? So
that's right.
yeah, and I made it through.
No, I mean, you made it through.
Made it through.
Now, how crucial was friendships for you up there?
Friendships is crucial, man.
Because I say, you know what? Because sometimes your friendship is gonna help you pass a class.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you by yourself, you can't do it. But you might
Yeah,
have a homie
exactly.
that you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Man, the friendship, we just push each other, man.
Yeah.
Just keep pushing each other. Like, we was both failing, like, you know?
No, he didn't. He said we was both fellas.
We was both failing, right? So it's like, hey, bro, you're going to have to figure something out. We're going to have to integrate,
Yeah.
you know, hop in some
Yeah.
of these circles, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Whoever these, like, tutor circles, some of them kids is, like, next level smart.
Man.
And sometimes
on me.
they just want to be around some cool people. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
hey.
So, like, it worked hand in hand. Like,
Yeah.
this dude over here is super smart, and he ain't really got no homie, no friends.
Yeah.
You know, like, we come around, he like,
Gotta make it feel good.
I'm hanging with some guys. You know what I'm saying? And she helping us out, and, you know, just, it ain't, you can't be prideful in these things either. You know what I mean? So, it's always good to have somebody going through it with you, because by yourself, you know, you probably a fold faster than somebody that's supporting you.
That's
you know
the
what I
truth.
mean?
That's the truth. That's the truth.
Yeah.
So when you get to walk across the stage,
Yep.
How was that moment for you? Was the parents there and everything like that?
Yeah,
Huge.
everybody was
Huge.
there, man. You know, I was the first, you know, generation to graduate.
Oh, that's beautiful.
4-year university, man.
Yeah.
So it was a big thing. It was a big thing for the family. It was dope seeing everybody come through and support. It was like a win for all of us, honestly.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it was a win for all of us, man.
That's what's up. Do you ever think to yourself, I don't know how I did it?
Man, I do, bro. Like, I do, because coming in, it was, like I just told you, it was rough. It was rough, man.
It was rough, yeah.
I pulled through, bro.
That's it.
I never doubted that I was not going to pull through. You know what I'm saying? So I just had to figure out how I was going to do it.
That's right.
The whole time it was just like, all right, well, how I'm going to do this? Because I ain't going back home. I'm here for a reason.
Yeah,
like,
facts.
I came here to get what I need to get,
Facts.
my degree, and then I can leave. I can't leave until that's done.
I feel
Yeah.
that. I feel that. 100% complete the mission. That's right.
Yeah, like when you, and that's me all the way, man. Complete the mission.
Yeah.
Just complete the mission. My saying is actually see it through.
See it through. Okay.
See it through.
Yeah.
I mean, you started, you got to finish it, man. If
Facts.
you had a vision and you saw it, see it through. See it through all the way.
It was given to you for a particular reason.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
So like, it ain't no other option.
No, facts.
I gotta do it.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
You said in one song, you said if the plan A don't work, then fuck it, I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah,
like
that's
I'm just gonna
That's
keep
it.
going. I'm gonna do that. I think you said that in Joog. You
that's
said
in
I'm
Joog.
just gonna keep going.
That's
I
Joog.
don't care. we just gonna
Joog.
roll with the punches.
Yep.
Now, one of the things you speak about is songwriting. It embodies you as a creator.
Yeah.
So what is the creator in you? What is that? And how did you realize that this is what like defines you? This is what shows who you really are.
Man, the creative process is the dopest process, man, because it's really self-expression. You know what I mean? And it's sometimes I really think it's almost from like a higher power or something, because of
It can feel like that. For sure.
it can feel like
for
that.
sure,
You
for
know what I
sure.
mean? Playing, like putting on an instrumental, listening to a beat, and then things just start coming to you. You know what I mean? Like, and then being able to grab an idea that hits you, take it and put it over here and mix it and match. Like, it's really like a whole puzzle being created. You know what I mean? And that part is like, it's just super dope to me, man. Because it's like, how do you just create something from literally nothing? You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing was there. You just had a beat, and then all of a sudden, all these ideas come, and you can lay it out, and then it's something that other people can enjoy just as much as you enjoy it.
That's the artist. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? That's
yeah.
the artist about it.
Yeah.
And that's a beautiful thing. Have you ever wrote something and was kind of like shocked at within yourself? Like, I don't even know, like, where did that come from? Like, you ever wrote something like that before?
Yeah, man, I have. It's one of them things, man. I heard somebody say this. I can't pinpoint the quote or anything like that, but it's like, even when you've done it, it's like, can you do it again? You know what I mean?
The facts. You gotta prove it to yourself.
You still have to, like, literally every time you have to prove it. Can you do it again? Because you did it one time, all right, cool, that's a song, but you got to do it again. You know what I mean? So I just feel like every time you come up with just something crazy, some dope material, it's like, damn, man, I did it. Like, you know what I mean?
And that's the longevity aspect of it. You know, and I feel like, you know, you have, well, we have all seen, you have people that can do it for like a year maybe, and then they fall off for whatever reason it is. And it's like longevity is about pulling it out the sky, like you said, just, you know what I'm saying, just regardless and going forward with it. And so many people are blessed with that, you know what I'm saying? So to be blessed with that, that's one heck of a tool. Now, you said music, like, what makes you really passionate about music is to be able to motivate, heal, and change the listener. So when was like around the first time that you realized that you motivated somebody with your music? Now, I'm not talking about somebody motivating you, but like, when did you realize that you had that type of impact within your own music?
Oh man, it was honestly with some kids that came up.
The kids gonna tell you, they gonna keep behind what you doing.
Kids, man, and it was a particular kid that, you know, he didn't live anywhere near close to me. He found my music online. You know, he was just inspired, man. His mother, I mean, everybody was just loving me. I never met these people or anything like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was getting my merch, and he wanted like he wanted like autographs and all that type of stuff, man. So I came down, met with him, met his mom, and I just showed me like there's a lot of reach to this thing, man. There's a lot of people being motivated by your music, because you're putting them, even if it's just as simple as that they may be in a hard situation, but your music has enlightened their mood. You know what I'm saying? Just just brought light to their life because they really are in tune with your frequency. Because that's really all music is. You know what I mean? It's like you're putting out a vibration and a frequency, and it's going to resonate with those that it's meant for.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's
so once I started seeing that, I was like, man, it's bigger. It's bigger than me.
Have you ever? I know you said you have a lot of pride.
Yeah.
Have you ever been doubtful within your music?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Like I mentioned earlier, man, it's like even when you make a dope track, you still got to prove it to yourself. I'm not taking. Basically, what I'm saying is I'm not taking any of this for granted. You know what I mean? Like nothing's for granted. You know what I'm saying? I am prideful, but I'm not cocky. I'm not arrogant to just think I got it.
Yeah, everything you put out is gonna be fire.
Everything I got is gonna be fire, and I'm not even that artist to just be recording a whole bunch of songs. Like honestly, sometimes like if I start an idea and I'm listening to it, this ain't it. I'll scrap it. I know not to knock. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you finish that, but I can peep it kind of early on whether it's gonna be something or not.
How many times have you found yourself going ahead and just
like scrapping something? It ain't often, thank God.
Look at him, there you go.
It ain't often.
He said, I ain't gonna say it, but I'm still him, though. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what I'm saying? I didn't scrap some joints. It was like it may be something like you trying something different, or you know what I mean? Because I'm big on that too. I wanna. Like, if you listen to my records, I want to put myself in a box.
I feel that.
To where it's like, damn, man, he's all this stuff sound the same. He can't do this. Like my reach is far. Like I can come at a song a lot of different ways. You know what I mean? The melody, singing, aggressive. Whether it's soft singing, I can come at a track.
You can do it all kind of ways. I don't know what song it is, but there was a song where you went from singing straight to rapping, and the melody was just on point. I'm like, man, that was cool. And I hate to do stuff like that. I really like to know what song I was talking about, so my apologies about that, bro, because I really don't like to do that. But, okay, now speaking on this situation, as an artist, how many times have you, like, made a song, right, and then you had to go back and just completely, like, do it all over again? Because, and I'm asking this because it's kind of like, how many times has it been painful for you to be like, I'm not going to use it?
So, honestly, for me, sometime I'll re-record as many times as it needs to be.
The whole song?
Re-recorded, yeah.
That's the grind right there,
It's hard to do that, though. But when you know that the record is something, you just gotta get through it. Do it. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You could just, you could take that back seat and be like, man, that's just gonna be a lot of work for me to.
Yeah.
But is the record dope? And you know it's gonna be dope? Do that record.
And it's not a good feeling when you put something out and then it's like, dang, I could have did that differently. Oh, I should have did this. I should have did that.
Never want to feel like that. Never want to feel like that, man. So I mean, if you get it right the first time.
That's a fact.
Get it right the first time.
That's a fact.
I've done that on more than a few occasions where I got to come back to a song, maybe re-record a hook, re-record a section of a verse, or I'm kind of like a big critic on myself as well.
Okay, that's understood.
I mean?
That's understood.
I feel like maybe a lot of artists are. It's like a gift and a curse.
Yeah, because most of the time you being critical on yourself, but everybody else is telling you like, bro, it's fine.
Yeah,
like,
it's good.
You feel me?
It's good, man. You're doing too much. You're thinking too much.
On
me.
What I mean? So, but you serious about your art. That's all.
Exactly. So that could be a gift and a curse, because there's some artists and it's good. Sometimes I wish I could be this way because like they'll just do a song, don't worry about it, put it out. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time too, it's like when you really care about the quality,
exactly,
and integrity of the music, then it gotta fit within the realm of your capabilities, what you really know, what you're capable of, and what you do. Yeah. So
that's the truth. That's the truth. Quality over quantity,
Facts.
as they say. Quality, or is it quantity over quality? Whatever. We gonna say quality over quantity. That's what we gonna run with. That's what we gonna run with. Now, Ease and Esco. Okay, shout out to your brother. You guys sound perfect together, bro. Yeah. This was, I mean, when I listened to the music, I said, this is an incredible duo. Yeah. So, this is your older brother?
No, that's my younger brother.
Oh, okay, your younger brother. Yeah. Okay, cool. So, when did you guys come together and decide that you wanted to, make music together?
Oh, man. Just coming up, we were just always, like, it's funny because I would write raps and stuff like that. And, I'm talking about like as kids and stuff like that. I would write raps, and I wouldn't be as confident to say my raps. Okay. My little bro, he knew all my raps.
Okay. So he had it.
He knew all my raps, right?
Yeah.
So he'll go around rapping my raps to other people, and they'll be like, "Oh, damn, that's hard." And then in my mind, I'm like, "Okay, I'm kind of dope."
So he used his little brother to get the approval. Put you on the front line, bro.
You already know the deal, man. Good look.
Hey, man, you did your part, though.
He did his part. He did his part. He was going like, "Hey, he got bars." I'm like, "Damn, all right, shoot, I'm kind of hard."
He's like, "Okay, how's he doing?" Yeah. Oh, it's working. Okay,
that's
funny.
So that's a funny story, bro. Yeah. But that's real though. That's a real shit.
Yeah, that's hilarious, bro. I'm going to put you to the test. You go ahead and do your thing.
Yeah, try them bars out for me, man.
Yeah.
All right, what was the response like? Yeah. It was heat? All right, bet.
So you realizing people rocking with it.
Yeah.
Did you ever feel like, you know what, I need to tell them that was me, not him?
I never said it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's probably one point where I was like, yeah, you know what?
He getting a little too much credit.
Yeah, he getting a little too much. Now it look whack though.
Facts. There can't be no hater at all.
Yeah, can't be no hater. He giving the bars out, you know what I'm saying? I was just pretty much the ghostwriter at that point.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? The ghostwriter can't come out.
And that's where it began.
Yeah, that's where
that's
where it began.
Yeah. And so when did you guys decide that, when did you decide that, you know what, I'm gonna start doing it? Because ultimately that built your confidence, seeing him go and do what he did and basically helped you get the courage. So when did you decide that you would start to do it? And at what point did y'all decide that y'all become a duo, when y'all did that?
It's really kind of hard to pinpoint.
Okay.
I went through so many phases of this like music, you know what I mean? I was rapping and battle rapping. And,
you did some battle rap?
Yeah, I used to do battle rap.
Really?
There's probably some lost files of footages out there.
Ooh, man, you got to have a hard, heart. You can't be sensitive in battle rap.
You can't be sensitive in battle rap, man.
No, man.
Battle rap is cutthroat.
Yeah, it's like poop, poop, poop.
Yeah.
Pop, pop. You know what I'm saying? All kind of stuff.
Yeah, especially like, when a lot of people are really there and watching, like it's a big crowd watching you battle rap. So,
and you don't want to get embarrassed.
Yeah, you don't want to get embarrassed. So it's like I just knew. I knew like the music and the artistry was for me. I can't really pinpoint when it really clicked, but it just so many times when I was starting making songs and people started hearing them, and telling me, man, you really got what it takes. You should do this and you should do that. Like even on the singing side, I wasn't really confident in that part either. You know what I'm saying? I would always stick to more rap.
So you had to build all this confidence.
I had to build all this confidence. You know what I'm saying? I had potential, and I knew I had potential, but like I said, I was like hard on myself about it. You know what I'm saying? So
a lot of us are.
Yeah, you know. So I finally got to a point where it's like you get that confidence, and you just feel comfortable. You know what I mean? So when I reached that point, that's when I knew this is for me. So I can't tell you when exactly all it clicked, but it was just like a series of events, and then when it clicked, it clicked. It was off to the races.
Running your marathon, running your marathon.
That was it.
That's a beautiful thing, because I think a lot of people feel like you already got to step in and have the confidence, or you already got to be that person, when confidence is something that you have to build as well. Confidence is a muscle like anything else.
Thanks.
You feel what I'm saying? Like the fact that I'm even sitting here interviewing you came from me going through the process of building my confidence. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta exercise that.
Yeah, facts. So to anybody out there, just understand, if you're not that confident today and you want to do something, that's cool, but you have to do it in order to gain the confidence. It's not gonna just come to you. Yep. That's a fact. Now,
some gems on them, bro.
Yeah, no, facts, bro. You know what it's about. That's all. Okay, now your brother is also a producer.
Yeah.
Okay, so how is he? How do you like working with him as a producer?
Yeah, man, he's a hell of a producer, man. Really talented. He just got a melodic mind. You know what I mean? Like the keys, he'll know when something is off. It's been like real industry records or artists in the industry like, hey man, that note was off. Like,
yeah, you should know that.
Yeah, you should know that. Like, he's that type of guy. Like, he's musically inclined. You know what I'm saying? So working with him is great. We're usually on the same type of frequency. You know what I'm saying? Musically, so like his beats, it's easy for me to rock on. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Shout out to bro, man.
Yeah.
Now, 2019, September 3rd, you and your brother had the grand opening for the Underrated Studios. Okay, this was Esco's birthday. And you said, and it was said that after a year and shout out to DJ Uwe, because he's also a partner with that as well. Now, you guys built this from the ground up.
Yeah.
There was some video footage of like the drywall, you know what I'm saying? Stuff on the ground. It's like y'all was going through the process. So how did you guys even get a location, and what made you guys want to actually start your own studio?
Man, just being able to have a space to create just on call, you know what I mean? Without having to worry about any time constraints, having to keep paying others for something that we know that we can do, you know what I'm saying? Because we're our own engineers, you know what I mean? I engineer my own music.
You engineer your own music?
Yeah.
Okay, so he got it all in the box.
Yeah, man, I do the whole thing, man. I take all the equipment in the booth with me, and all the songs that you heard, that you guys have heard, I recorded them myself. So that's a little side note. Yeah,
wow,
I
really?
recorded all those songs myself.
Oh, that's good. That's really good.
And yeah, man, so we just wanted that space, to just feel free to be able to create something that we could call home. And then also, we knew a lot of other artists that was looking for a place, and looking for a spot to record, so we was able to assist and lend a hand for other artists to come in and just welcome them into our vibe, and introduce them further to what we had going on.
That's crazy. Yeah. That's a good thing. So when you talk about building it from the ground up, how was that process going up in there? I'm sure you had to take a lot of trash out. You had to do a lot of painting. How did you enjoy? Did you enjoy that process at all? And at some point, like, were you thinking, like, you know what? I know it feels like a lot of work, but when it's done, it's going to be so much work.
Yeah, we just always kept the goal in mind, the end result. We always kept that in mind. It was a fun process, but not without the ups and the downs.
That's just all a part of the game.
Frustrations.
Yeah.
Man, it was some very extremely frustrating moments during that whole process of building the studio up. Some things we messed up on, had to take a few steps back. And
that's the worst. You gotta take a few steps back. Oh man,
contractor and got mad at us, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, y'all told me. It's like, oh yeah, but we didn't know it was supposed to be like that. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of frustrating moments, man. But I think the most important part was it was just little by little.
That's right.
Literally, like, it didn't matter what got done on this particular day, long as something got done. That just means you're a little bit closer to your goal. You know what I mean? So that's really, it was so, like, even minute things, man. Like, if we can get the hole cut in the wall for the mic cable to come through, hey,
It got to be perfect.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, that was something that is done. All right, cool. Like,
Wait a minute.
Let's get to
no,
the
he
next-
didn't. He said even the hole. You said the hole in the wall was something. It meant the hole. That's funny.
Like,
That's right.
you know, cutting the right hole out and then like having like the cap to go in to make everything neat. Like, it's just little things like that, bro.
Yeah, nigga like, oh man, we got a mic now.
We got a mic. So basically, you can send the mic from the booth to come out here. You know what I'm saying? People don't think like it's a lot of things that go into that. A mic line got to run through the walls.
Man, it got to be just right. So
Yeah.
when you guys had the grand opening, how was that for you? And you know everybody's having a good time, but you know the whole time you thinking like y'all don't know what the hell we've been through.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell we've been through,
Yeah.
man. It was dope, bro. Like that was a great moment, man. It was fun. It was like a relief, you know. It was a sigh of relief, and then people came in and just seeing everybody's reaction. People still to this day, like for us now, we're we're used to it now, but we always get that reminder when we invite somebody over, they walk into the studio, like, oh man, it's like, you know, they give us that reaction every time, like, damn, this is dope.
Y'all did a good job.
Yeah, and that just, every time we hear that, it was like, all right, it was all worth it.
I feel that.
It's all worth it.
I feel that. Now, rest in peace to the great LaShawn Daniels.
Yeah.
You spoke on this being a defining moment. We had a studio session with him.
Yeah.
And to give you an understanding of who LaShawn Daniels was, he has music credits with Beyonce, the Michael Jackson, the Whitney Houston. I mean, they all deserve the you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, Sierra, you know, that's just to name a few. You know, God rest his soul.
Yeah.
You said that was a defining moment for you.
Was.
So, you know, explain that day. How did you even get the time to be able to sit with LaShawn Daniels?
Man, so I was working on AV's project. He was signed over there with them. LaShawn Daniels was a part of like the label rep, you know, the label rep team. So I just had been writing records, just writing records like crazy, and you know, he was in one of the studio rooms by himself. So man, you know me, I knocked on the door. I said, hey, LaShawn, man, and you don't mind, man, like I'm really, you know what I'm saying, I really take this songwriting seriously. If you had a moment just to, you know, listen to some tracks, man, I would just love to get your ear on it. I just really truly only wanted to know what he was, you know, what he thought about it, or if he can give me any pointers, any direction. Being the songwriter that he is, with like talking mega hits.
Yeah,
Grammy
winning, Grammys.
Yeah. Grammys, like multiple Grammys, classics. And finding out that, like, when you listen to these songs, you just think of the artist usually. But once I had found out who he was, which was some time before I met him, I mean, like, once I had found out these particular songs, and when I met him, and I looked it up, I'm like, damn, he wrote some of my favorite songs.
Oh, okay.
Like he wrote some of like literally my favorite songs. So when I got a chance to go in the studio with him, man, I just pressed play, and he had like a crazy reaction, man. He was like, damn, man. He was like, he walked out of the room we was in and walked into the room everybody else was in. Yo, he's got a hit, man. He got a hit. And he was like stomping his feet and everything. And I was just like, man, that's like Kobe telling you got game. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I took it.
That's
like,
a fact. That's a fact.
So I'm like, damn, that was confirmation for me. Okay, I have what it takes. This is an industry vet that's been writing records. Legend, man. You know what I'm saying? Legend at that. So, yeah, that was a big time moment for me, man.
That's crazy. So how long had you like known he was even coming around before you finally stepped foot in that office to talk to him?
Probably about a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it took you a year to finally say, you know, check me out.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, maybe half the time. Actually, maybe about 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah. And then like I spent like pretty much a year around him.
Okay, gotcha.
So maybe like half the time. And then you know, it's like Knocked on the door, man.
Like, hear me out.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
let's
get
try to make
it.
something shake.
Yeah.
Okay, so when he passed away in 2019, how did his death affect you?
Man, it was unbelievable, man. Like it was, man. It was just like an unbelievable circumstance, and I never got to. He got to hear my music, but I never got to work with him. I actually wanted to get a chance to work with him and write a song together. Like that would have been like
The dopest thing.
dope. It would have been like just monumental. You know what I mean for me. So I never got the opportunity. But, you know, God rest his soul, man, and his family. He was really like a good dude, full of energy, and he just literally breathed music, man.
Yeah. And see, one thing you can credit yourself with, and one thing that you can live with, is
Yeah.
knowing that you tried.
Yeah.
And you got something out of it. You know,
Right.
there's so many people who you lose your opportunity, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh man, like I wanted to do that so bad, but I
Yeah.
just it's no
True.
more. So at least you took that chance and you
Yeah.
tried. Now during the pandemic, you said you spent a lot of time honing your craft.
Yeah.
What did the pandemic do for you in order to allow you to get better? Like how did you take
Yeah.
advantage of the pandemic?
The pandemic slowed everything down. It just slowed everything down. The day-to-days, you know what I'm saying, the things that keep you running in circles. It just, you know, when the pandemic first started, a lot of people just was forced to sit still.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And it was either like go crazy,
Go
like,
crazy.
you know what I'm saying? It was either like go crazy, stuck in the house, or make something of it. Use it as an opportunity. So I use all of the downtime as an opportunity to get better, to
That's
keep,
right.
you know, further and honing my craft, like honing my skills, and just to even try different things out. You know, whether it's different melodies, try different things with my voice. I just used all the time to make sure that I was sharpening my skills.
I feel that.
Yeah.
So, okay, you know, because we know a lot of people lost their lives during that time. A lot of
Yeah.
people got sick, you know,
Unfortunately,
hurt,
yeah.
things like that.
Yeah.
But for so many people, they were able to take advantage of this time. You know,
Indeed.
like you spoke on.
Indeed,
Just-
yeah.
For so many people, it was kind of like, okay, the pandemic has stopped this, but I can also do this now. Now I can perfect this. So do you feel like the pandemic was something that was positive for you?
Yeah, I would say the pandemic was positive for me, man, because it just gave me time to put plans together that maybe I had floating around and ideas that I had, but I just really didn't have the time to execute, or I just didn't sit still enough to execute my plan. So all that time, it allowed me to really focus.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. So they go. Okay.
Open and close up shop.
Yeah. Is he about to close it? So, okay. Okay. So it allows you to keep your focus.
Yeah. So it allowed me to focus, man, and you know, it wasn't a hell of a lot of distractions during that time. You know, besides the pandemic itself, you know,
Yeah,
the
facts.
mask and all that.
Facts.
But
you know what?
yeah,
The LA traffic was beautiful.
LA traffic was,
It was beautiful.
marvelous.
It was no traffic. It was. That's the only thing I liked about it.
Yeah.
Everything else,
Man.
everything else I was tired of.
But that just tells you, that's confirmation that
Yeah.
that means everybody was forced to pretty much to stay
sit
home,
down.
because
Sit
LA
down.
traffic, you was able to ride freeways clear.
Yeah, facts. Oh man, it was a beautiful
You
thing.
know how many people in LA, how many cars out here? So
Man.
everybody was in the house.
Yeah, that was
So,
the best thing about it.
What were you doing if you were in the house
Right.
all damn day?
Man, and that's the truth.
Watching
because-
TV,
Facts.
you blowing through Netflix series, or you working on something, you know what I'm saying, or you getting to your goals, you trying to check off some off the list.
Right.
And that's all it was for me, man. Let's check these things off my list.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. You had to come out
Yeah.
on top somehow, some way.
Yeah.
That pandemic made sure that you had to get to what you needed to get to.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, so it could be up.
we good. You good. Okay, so May 17, 2021, you and DJ Head had a sit down. DJ Head said, I was ready to come over and say the music was trash, but I can't deny these records. Ease the Don is about, I can't deny these records. Ease the Don is about to be a part of the West Coast conversation. In that picture, you spoke on the elevated conversations. He said, at my studio, like we said, make sure you book at their studio.
Underrated studios.
Elevated conversations. And Head said, I got $1 Million records in my laptop.
Yeah.
So was that your first time that you actually got to sit with DJ Head? How did you guys even, establish a relationship to where it can come to that?
Yeah.
Shout out to DJ Head, the West Coast,
Shout out
West
DJ
Coast,
Head.
the Coast Guard, doing big things.
All that Coast Guard been holding it down for the city, man.
Exactly.
We appreciate you.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was the first time I got a chance to sit down with him. I had met him a couple of times, or maybe a few times, just in passing, you know what I mean, and different club events and stuff like that. But that was the first time I actually got to sit down with him and press play on my music. So that was a great experience as well, because as we all know, DJ Head, it ain't no cuts with him.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
he's very no sugarcoat, no nothing.
Ain't nothing.
Yeah, he gonna keep it real and raw and cut with you.
If the shit whack, it's whack.
Yeah, facts.
It ain't no way around it. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's boo boo, if it's garbage, he gonna tell you, nah, that's weak. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that he came over and he was able to give like great feedback and praise over the music, it just further like confirmation that I'm on the right track, doing what I need to do.
Did you know that he was ready to come and say your music was trash?
Yeah, he said it.
Okay.
Yeah, he said that.
So he told you that on the phone?
Yeah, he said, he was like, yeah, man, I was ready to say this shit was whack. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa. Wow.
Head is that guy, man.
Yeah, facts.
Head is that guy.
Yeah,
So,
facts.
he came over like that, and he
Turned
left
him
with
into
a
a
different,
believer.
he
Turned him
turned him
into
to
a
a believer. He left
Yeah.
with a different impression. So, yeah.
So how did you
Shout out to
feel?
Head.
How did you feel about the feedback that he gave you? Was it kind of like a, was it kind of like that for you?
I ain't gonna say it was like that. I would say that whatever he said, whatever he was gonna think of it, I just knew it was gonna be real.
That's right.
And it was something to look into.
That's right.
Like even if he had said some shit was whack, I would have asked him what made it whack.
Okay, got you.
Why?
That's right. That's how you do that.
Yeah,
That's
like-
let me help you fix it.
Yeah. What you think could have been better? Like if that was to happen, I would have been prepared with all those follow-up questions. And you can't nobody tell me that shit just whack. You know
You
what
gotta
I'm
give me
saying?
some-
Like you gotta give me an opportunity to
give me
grow
some
from this.
reasons,
You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
none of those comments were made. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
right. That's right.
He felt really strongly about the music.
That's
and
right.
It was a great time, man.
That's right. That's
Sure.
a good thing, man. You know, like he said, you really got to take heed to that.
Yeah.
Somebody can criticize you for sure, but you have to learn how to kind of figure out why. You know what I'm saying? Because it's nothing that you can't fix.
Exactly.
And I mean, if you can't fix it, then that just might not be your lane, and that's okay too.
That's cool.
But ask why. Why is it whack? Figure that out. But shout out to DJ Head and shout out to him because that
Thanks.
was huge. Now, September 13th, 2021,
Yeah.
I'm proud to announce that I just partnered with We Are Create Music. Now, for those who may not know, explain what this is and explain why you feel like this is important for anybody doing music.
Yeah, man. We Create Music. They are a very popular and large distribution company. They distribute artists' music to all the DSPs that there is, the digital service providers. And they specialize in collecting all your monies across the internet. In general, when it comes to like you release a song, there's a code that's attached to that song, and that code cannot be detached, right?
Yeah.
So they're able to like scavenge or scour the whole internet and grab any monies that's out there for you in relation to your music.
So that's kind of like the QR code.
Yeah, like
okay.
it's pretty much, it's the same concept. And they do a really great job of that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to We Create Music. Very artist friendly. And it's a great relationship. I'm able to communicate with everybody up there. So yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Now, shout out to We Are Create Music,
Yep.
doing big things. October 2021, Joog and Stay Safe. You began to get a lot of media outlets to talk about, what was going on with those songs. Shout out
Yeah.
to Homegrown Radio, Studio Dope,
Yes,
Hip
sir.
Hop Dose, just to name a few.
Yes, sir.
As these articles are coming out, are you reading them all? Are you kind of like, wow, like this is what's up? How was that
Yeah.
moment for you? Did they all come out at the same time?
Yeah, I mean, they were all, it was like coming pretty rapid. I was feeling, I was grateful, you know what I mean? Because some of them songs I had been holding on to it for a minute. I just wanted to start releasing music and to start really receiving that support, getting great feedback, getting great responses from the listeners, from the media outlets. It just further motivated me. It just made me want to go harder.
Understood. So
Yeah.
I got to ask you, Joog. Okay, we all know what Joog is. Joog has serves its own meaning for everybody. You spoke on being in a situation with your family where you had the Joog. So if you could explain what Joog is to you, give us the definition of Joog. And what was the what was the main purpose behind putting that song out?
Yeah, so Joog, it was just the type of energy I was on at the time, because it was like I had to make something shake. You know what I mean? It was like, all right, I'm tired of sitting still. I got to go make something happen. So, financially, for me, Joog, I would say that the definition is like the act of aggressively making a profit, like regardless of the consequences.
Aggressively.
Like,
yeah.
Like you gotta just go crazy with it. You know what I'm saying? Like making the profit, like just getting to it. It don't matter what the consequences is at some point. So sometimes you get to that point where it's like, yeah, it's a risk on this side, but the reward is looking much sweeter than the risk.
Yeah.
And you just gotta go for it. So that's kind of what the energy I was on. I just wanted to level up. Just wanted to get to a different point to where I had been, and that's what Joog is to me, man. Just ultimately just making shit happen.
That's right. That's right. We all got a Joog at some point.
Yeah.
Now, December 2021, there was a free show at the Peppermint Club hosted by DJ Head with you and my boy Cal Banks. Shout out to Cal Banks.
Shout out Cal Banks.
How was that situation for you, and how was the turnout of that show?
Yeah, man, it was great energy, man. It was great energy. To have Head, he came out and he blessed the crowd with some praises for Ease of Don. So that was dope to see that, for everybody to be able to hear that come from, those words come from his mouth. And we turned it up, man. Kyle Banks did his shit, bro. Like I really listened to his music, you know what I'm saying? And
that last project was fire.
Yeah,
too.
fire, bro. So we came out. It was a great cause, man. We had a great turnout, and the vibe was there, man.
Yeah.
Everybody said we killed it, so that's
dope.
what we
That's
do
dope
it
to the
for.
mug.
We do
That's
it for
dope
that.
to the mug. That's
Yeah.
right. Now, Compton AV, shout out to Compton AV. You guys came out with a song called Hustle and Bug.
Yeah.
Now, what is the relationship like with Compton AV? He's a cousin of yours.
Yeah.
So, how long in the making had it been for you guys to get in the studio together?
Oh man, I frequently collaborate with Cuzzo, man. So it's been natural for us. We come together. I usually do the hooks, and he gonna come with the verses. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll throw something at me. Hey, Cuzzo, I'm looking to try to make a song about this. Come in with a hook for it. We come together. You know what I'm saying? I might record the song, send it to him. We might be in the studio together. But we always gonna communicate, on the phone or whatever, how we want the record to be. And we take every step of the process. We go through it together whenever we collaborate. So, Hustle and Bug was one of them joints where I really had my hands on a lot of it, and we was pretty much like executive producing the record together. So. Yeah, and it came out fire.
So when you and Compton AV work together, it's pretty easy,
Yeah.
So what's something that from Compton AV that you picked up about the way he gets in the studio and the way that he does his thing?
Man, work ethic. Work ethic. He'll get in, and he'll stay in. For as long as it take. You know what I'm saying? So, and I pride myself on doing the same, and just to see somebody else doing it, it's like, all right, this just how we supposed to do it.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Just like sometimes you just get lost in the music, to be honest. But you know, it's just never letting. You don't want other people to outwork you.
That's right.
And then ultimately, that's what it is. There's a lot of people in this field. You know what I mean? So you just got to figure out ways to keep your name going, to keep people, you know, listening to you. You got to work. There's no way around that.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So shout out to Compton AV, man, doing big things. I've been hearing about Compton AV since I was in high school, and he's only been climbing up that ladder, doing bigger and better things. So make sure y'all tap into that Hustle and Bug by Compton AV and Ease the Don. So the most important thing here is fatherhood. You know, as fathers, you know, I take super duper pride in being there for my son because my biological father wasn't there for me, and he could have been, but chose not to. I just had my stepfather, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know, I look at it like, you know, by God's grace, as long as I breathe, I'm here for my children. You feel me? I'm not, I do not want another man raising my children. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, we don't want that.
Explain what fatherhood means to you and how it's impacted your career up until this point.
Yeah, man. Fatherhood is everything. To know that there's there are babies that are dependent on you. You know what I'm saying? You're the example. You're the protector. You're the motivator. You know what I mean? You're everything to your kids. And just knowing that I'll hold that spot. You know, I'm grateful. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful to be able to hold that spot. I want my kids to be able to learn from me. I want them to learn, you know, from everything that I've learned in the past. I don't want them to go through those same mistakes. Obviously, they're going to bump their heads and stuff like that. But, you know, it's my job to guide them through all these obstacles in life. You know what I mean? So it's just it's a great feeling, man. And the good thing about being a parent, a lot of people don't mention this enough, but you know, in life we going through things as men, you know what I mean? But sometimes it don't matter what you're going through, man. You got your son and your daughter, they come home and they smiling big and they running to see you when you walk in the door. Like that makes a lot of things just go away.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Just seeing their face light up, like you a superstar in their eyes. You know what I mean? Everything to them.
And through all the bull crap you've been through, they don't care.
They don't care.
You perfect to them.
Perfect. You walk in, it's oh man.
Yeah, like, fact. You the best thing in the world.
Literally the best thing, man.
Yeah.
So that means they cherish you. Your kids cherish you. And you know, I cherish my kids just the same way that they cherish me.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
Yeah, man. It's a blessing.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
so I gotta ask you, when you think about everything you've been through in your life and everything that's going on, what is it that you clap it up for when you think about yourself?
I clap it up for my resilience.
That's right.
You know? Just resilience, man. Like the fact that I made it to where I'm at and I'm still climbing, you know, it's just a testament to just how resilient I am. Just never quitting. You know, sometimes you gotta be like a certain level of crazy. Like
no, it's a fact.
You know what I mean?
You
gotta
to
like
the average person. To the average
into,
person, you gonna seem kind of crazy because of the stuff you gonna do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, you know, just keeping my foot on the gas. Even when I do second guess myself, I don't own that.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Like the doubts come in, might creep in, but don't own the doubts.
That's right.
You know, we push that out. We push that to the side, out the way, and just know I'm gonna be exactly who I'm setting out to be.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, still, like, if it ain't whatever's for you, it's gonna be for you.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna find it out there as long as you aiming towards something.
Exactly, man.
That's right.
So that's the biggest thing for me, man. I will clap it up because I just never quit. Just never quit.
That's right. So I want you to take a second to manifest something
Yeah.
that you want to happen, whether it be this year, next year, something that has to happen in your life. Speak on what you want. What needs to happen in your life?
Oh man, I just want to be able to really own all my time. You know what I mean? And just I spend a lot of time obviously with my kids, but just to be able to just embody the whole thing, you know what I mean? And just making sure that I'm living life with a purpose, like literally day to day.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest thing for me, because sometimes a lot of us, we get caught up in the rat race of things. You know what I mean? I gotta do this, I gotta do that.
Facts, and I've been feeling like that too.
You know what I mean? So sometimes you just gotta slow down and appreciate where you are right now. Because to be honest with you, tomorrow is not worth greater than today.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, we think about our future a whole lot. I want to be here, I want to be there, but still appreciate today. You know what I'm saying? The tomorrow has no greater significance than your present right now. So be present. So that's the thing for me that I'm working towards, just being more present. You know what I'm saying? We all here, but like, are you really present?
Are you really present? Are
Yeah.
you thinking about what's going on?
Yeah, you know what I mean? So that's kind of what my mind has been like, transforming and transitioning to that point. So I'm just been setting myself up, you know, learning more, reading more, and until I can really embody what I just laid out on the table just now. Yeah, that's pretty much it, man.
That's right. Well, you know, it's your boy J.Brock, my guy Ease the Don.
He's the Don.
Clap It Up LA. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all tune in to that latest single, My Life.
Yes, sir.
And make sure you tap in if you need some studio time. He got you.
That's
but you
a
got to
fact.
tap into the
That's
underrated
a fact. You gotta
studios
tap in,
so
man.
you can get your money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So once again, it's your boy J.Brock, Clap It Up LA.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
J.Brock, appreciate you, my brother.
For sure, brother.
Thank you, G.